Good morning. So it is Friday morning and James and I are just packing up because, very excitingly, we are escaping for the weekend. We have booked a shepherd's hut in Warwickshire, and although the weather doesn't look like it's going to be that great, it's just going to be nice to be in different surroundings. Even if all we do is stay inside and read all weekend, that is fine with me. Full disclosure, everything that we're doing this weekend obviously is within the limits of what we're allowed to do in the UK, but yeah, I thought that I would film a reading vlog because I feel like a lot of what we do is going to be staying inside and reading. So this morning we are heading down to Stratford upon Avon, and then we're going to head to the Shepherd's Hut, and then I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. Really is weather dependent. But reading vlog, reading plans. I am, strangely considering where we're going today, I am currently reading Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this book. This is historical fiction based, I think, very loosely on the life of Shakespeare's son, Hamlet, and was his inspiration for writing Hamlet. Obviously Stratford upon Avon being the birthplace of Shakespeare. Very what do you say, Providence, isn't it, that we're going to Stratford when I'm reading this. I am loving this so much. The writing style, the storytelling, just everything about it is just so good. I am just under 150 pages in, so not too far, but very readable. I'm deliberately making myself read it slowly so as to savour it and not just power through it, because the way that she's telling the story makes you want to just find out what's going to happen. And I'm trying not to do that, I'm trying to savour it. But if I get this one finished, I'm also bringing along The Switch by Beth O'Leary, which is my book club's pick for the month. We have gone for a contemporary romance. So this is about a grandmother and a granddaughter who switch lives. So one lives in the country and one lives in London, and it's sort of the story of that. And I don't know too much about it, don't want to, but I've heard it's very entertaining, and I read and really enjoyed The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary earlier in the year, so really looking forward to that. Then because it's me, inside here I've got my Kindle, and then I'm also bringing Stone Cold Heart by Cass Freer, which is a thriller about, I think, a husband who's accused of murdering his wife, I think. Again, don't know too much about it, but probably won't get to that one. Just my innate fear of being left with nothing to read means that I overpack books whenever we go away. So they are the books that I am bringing. Those three. Currently reading Hamnet. Would really like to get that finished and start The Switch this weekend, but we will see how we go. Right now I just need to finish packing up and then we're going to head off, and I will bring you along. Very excited. We have just arrived. It is so cute, really tiny, and like right on there's like an equestrian training area is literally right on top of that, and there was someone in there when we came, so it doesn't feel quite as secluded or as personal as I thought that it would, but I've never stayed in a shepherd's hut. It's kind of a bucket list thing for me, and it's so very cute. I'm very much looking forward to our little stay here. And we have, the owner is making us some dinner this evening. She does something called simple suppers, so we've ordered one of those, so we've not got to cook. Yeah, I'm looking forward very much to just settling down now with a glass of wine and my book, and having a relaxing evening, which is what it was about. We did a little bit of shopping in Stratford, went into Stratford-on-Avon, had a wander around, did a little bit of shopping, bought a nice stack of books from one of the charity bookshops there that I will do a separate haul for. And yeah, then we just drove here, and now we're going to chill for the evening and see what the weather is. Surprisingly, it's been really mild and dry today. So I'm crossing my fingers that it's just the same tomorrow and we can have a nice day out. But as I said, for now it's all about chilling and reading, and I'm sure that I will update you all later. So we've just had our simple supper delivered. This is really hot, so and lift it up slowly. There it is. And there, this looks so good. And some potatoes, and then the dessert, look at this. So we have some cheesecake and a chocolate mousse, which just looks incredible. And then James really wanted to try one of the savoury tarts, so we've got that as well, but oh my goodness, this just looks amazing. Good morning. So it is Saturday morning as predicted. The weather has not been as kind to us today. It's incredibly grey and damp outside, so we've just had a slow morning pottering around the shepherd's hut. James has just now gone up to the farm shop that is attached to where we're staying to see what they've got there, and then I think we're going to brave the weather and head out to Oxford. But yeah, we've just had quite a slow morning, which has been really nice. I wanted, however, to do a reading update. So I am just over 250 pages into Hamlet, which puts me into part 2, and this book, honestly, cried all the tears this morning. So I briefly mentioned that it was historical fiction loosely based on the life of Shakespeare's son Hamlet yesterday. So you know right from the beginning, because it tells you on the back, that within a week of when we meet Hamlet in this story, he is going to have passed away. And in part 1 we're following 2 different storylines. We're following Shakespeare himself and his wife Hamlet's mother Agnes as they meet and the early years of their marriage, alongside Hamlet's story, which begins when his twin sister Judith becomes unwell. And I think knowing that Hamlet is going to die does lend a sense of expectancy and tension to the story, but at the same time it doesn't, knowing what the outcome is going to be doesn't make it any easier when it happens. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that it happens at the end of part 1, because you know that it's inevitably coming. It's just incredibly moving, and I did cry a little bit. It was very difficult to read, very moving, very hard-hitting. I don't know whether it's because Hamlet is around 11, which is smack bang in the middle of the age of my 2 children. I don't know. It is just very moving to read about. And now I'm into part 2, and actually what is interesting is that part 2 there are no chapter breaks. It's just a constant stream of narrative, which is different from part 1, and a very interesting choice by the author. I'm not quite sure why she's done it that way, hoping that it'll become clearer as the story progresses. But yeah, just really enjoying it. Everything about it, from the writing style to the way that she's telling the story, from the detail, the description. I'm just really enjoying it. I'm so glad that I decided to pick it up. And it's very strange, having been in Stratford yesterday, to kind of be picking up, oh yeah, we were there yesterday and we were there yesterday, kind of enhances the reading experience. But just going to do a little bit more reading now. Hopefully, I've only got about 100 pages left, so I feel like I might be able to get this finished today. I don't think that we will be out for very long. Oh, here comes James. I don't think that will be out for very long, depending on the weather. What have you got in your hand?
So we have...
Ooh, what is that?
Flapjack and lemon drizzle cake.
Yum, yum, yum. So, anyway, yes, I will check in with you all later. I'm sure I'll film some footage in Oxford, depending on the weather. So, it is... what time?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. We've just got back to the Shepherd's Hut. I'm gonna be honest, I was not that impressed with Oxford. I don't know what you thought. The weather was alright. Managed to buy a few books, obviously. Some stuff for the kids. But just really wasn't that interesting. Wasn't that much to do.
Well, most of the stuff that would have been inside was shut, wasn't it? So we couldn't go to any museums. I thought the castle looked pretty cool, but obviously
it was closed up. Castle and prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we ended up walking down the same road 4 or 5 times, which was the sign that it was time to come home, or come back. So yeah, we're back at the hut now. Probably go out for a walk in a bit, but I think right now we are going to do some reading.
Yeah.
So I'm currently reading Hamnet, as you know. Hopefully I'll be finished soon. You are reading...
I'm reading Thunderhead, which is the second book in the Scythe trilogy.
By Neil Schusterman.
Schusterman.
And you are listening to...
Listening to the second to last book in the Wheel of Time series. So, I can't remember what it's called.
Is it not called The Wheel of Time? Oh, you mean the book?
Yeah.
I know, I don't know.
No, you won't know. I can't remember.
I didn't even appreciate that you'd listened to so many of them and thought you were going to say the second book in the Wheel of Time series. So yeah, we may go for a walk. It does look like it's clearing up. We've got our dinner coming at 7. But yeah, it's just nice to be in different surroundings, I guess, isn't it? And relax and not have any children asking us for snacks or trying to talk to us about Fortnite. So yeah, I'm sure that I will check in with you all later. Some of us have come out without coats on. How do we feel, city boy?
I'm completely at ease with my decision.
Can you see through your glasses covered in rain? I'm just documenting that this is the part of the walk where we chickened out. To go from this style over there to where all those cows are there. We are not doing that. We value our lives far too highly. I have just finished Hamnet, and honestly I'm aware that I look a little bit worse for wear. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock, but I wanted to pop on here really quickly and say that I have finished. I loved it. This is a 5-star read. It is just fantastic. It is moving, it's haunting, it's heart-wrenching, it's beautifully told. I absolutely adored it. Honestly, just loved it. I spent a little bit of time reading the author's note and the historical note at the end, which really just rounded out and added more context to the book as well. But truly, the way that Maggie O'Farrell has managed to bring the lesser known figure of Hamlet Shakespeare to life, the way that she characterised Agnes and Shakespeare himself and Judith, just there's so much to love in this book. So pleased that I read it. Probably won't be picking anything else up now, but I will move on to reading The Switch. If I do read anything, I will obviously update you. Probably not tonight, because Gosh, James has just sprayed some like ant killer. We had ants coming in, I guess because it's raining, and it's gone right to the back of my throat, so I really need to cough. So I'm gonna go, but yes, absolutely adored it. So, so good. So good.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights.
Good morning, it's Sunday. We are just packing up. We're about to check out and we are going to go to Cotswold Wildlife Park this morning. We probably won't spend too long there, although we have woken up to gorgeous sunshine and blue skies, which is a real change from how it has been the last couple of days. So yeah, just gonna have a chilled morning at the wildlife park and then we will head on home. In terms of a reading update, I did start The Switch by Beth O'Leary last night. I'm not that far in, I'm about 30 pages, really just at scene setting stage at the moment. But yeah, quite enjoying that. But as I say, now we are heading on out. We're about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from home, so we won't be able to spend too long at the wildlife park because we do need to get back and pick up the kids and the dogs. But yeah, I will update you all in a little.
I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down.
And we are back. You can just see Loki's tail there coming over my shoulder. It's actually quite a few days since we got back home, and I have actually finished The Switch. Didn't love it as much as I enjoyed the flat share, which was slightly disappointing because I did have quite high hopes for it, but yeah, it was still a very enjoyable read and it was a very enjoyable weekend. But I'm gonna leave it there now. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure I will be back with another reading vlog shortly, but for now, take care and I'll see you all soon.